I think what I learned from both, the reading and also from talking to Camelia is like working on, the people after behind those, computer screens, like maybe talk to people who's actually working there, even though that person might not, actually get you a job. It's still good to, get the vibe. And I think the vibe is really important. And I also, Camelia mentioned this company culture, due to her international student status. Every student after graduation will have 3 years of OPT. And at that time, you are gonna, enter the lottery of the H-1B visa. And if you cannot get it, you have to, either go into graduate school again, or you have to leave the country. She said she loves the company she worked with because the company is very friendly to international students. And she mentioned like there's one colleague of hers, who's also an international student and didn't get H-1B lottery. And the company is very generous and, worked with that person, get that person back into graduate school and then make that person work part-time. So this is one point that she emphasizes. So I guess especially for international students, this is a very important aspect about job finding. You also need to consider how they're treating international students, and like they're not treating international students well, if you can work with them longer or not, then if you have a better option, you probably go with that better option. Camelia talking to me about like international students really need to consider the reality. It's not about, education or work, but it's actually about just life after graduation. Because Camelia talked about, because she's an international student, and I think she didn't know, what's the importance of having a credit card. She always has a question that, like, why do we need to be in debt in order to prove that we are, trustworthy people? She didn't get her credit card until I think sometime a week before her job starts. And then she highly recommended me to get a credit card, And I think it's probably like as an international student, we're studying in another country, so our parents don't really take care of our life in our local area, but they also don't, teach us about things like financial, which is very important after you get into the workforce. I think it highlights, the importance of really, getting yourself ready for life after graduation. It's not like you have to be excelling in your discipline or like have great communication skills, which are something that's often emphasized in job interviews, job hiring process. But also you have to like this big part of personal growth, financial or your like hobbies. I think that's also something that we need to work on.